welcome to Auto Club Speedway in California. Qualifying underway for the Spittin Venom ARCA Series Championship Race. We have 4 drivers going for the title tonight. Looks like about a 15, 16 car field so far. Drivers are just now heading out onto the track. There is one of those championship 4, Lucas Whiteside. Do not adjust your set. Yes, that's a Jeff Gordon paint scheme with a Dale Jr. number, because Lucas just likes to watch the world burn. To his credit, at least they're both Chevrolet related. Also going for the title tonight, we have the 26 Ethan Evers Cave RP Toyota. And 67 Hayden Knoll, the Arc Music Ford Fusion. Hayden was quickest in practice by a large margin. And he chose this track because he is the admin of the series for the championship race. So expect him to be very strong here. And the 4th driver going for the championship, just heading out, Mike Edwards in the 14. Those are our championship drivers, the 8, 14, 26, and 67. But everybody gets to race. We got Trenton Sneed and company out here. Lucas first one across the line. He sets that benchmark at a 40.867 on lap 1. 2-mile track here at California, so takes a bit of time, 40 seconds to get around here. Backhand stepping out a bit on that 8, but he's always driven a loose race car. Gage is blasphemy. I would agree. Second lap quicker for Hoysa, 40.808. Remains in first. Ethan Evers, second lap, a little bit slower than his first, so he'll remain second at a 41.060. Hayden Knoll's first lap, a 41.313, but I think he's just goofing around, because I'm sure he will shoot up at least to the front row on this second lap. Likely to the pole if he doesn't step it out too far. .688 to the pole goes the 67 of Hayden Knoll by over a tenth of a second. Way too much speed in that 67. He's going to be tough to beat tonight.
He's cheating. Somebody check his motor.
Andrew Beach saying what we're all thinking. Back Channel Productions Pontiac, Jeff Bryce out on track. Price second lap, 40.87. Put him in third. Ethan Evers has qualified in 5th. Mike Edwards has qualified 8th. So all 4 of our championship 4 drivers have qualified so far. Dave Hoisman, the 79, jumps up to P5 on his first lap. Dave in a very patriotic looking 79 CTC Labor 12 machine. One of the many Pontiacs in this series. Daddy Dave to the stripe, see if he picks up at all. Almost identical lap times, tick slower, so he'll stay 5th. Andrew Beach in 71 completes his qualifying. 11 cars put in a time, 4 have not. This is the final 15 seconds tick off here. Let's see if we can get Hayden for a short interview. You hear me, Hayden? Short interview. Hi, Hayden. How are you?
How you doing, Swiss?
I am well. You picked up the pole here for the championship race to absolutely no one's surprise by over a tenth of a second over Lucas. How do you feel about being there at the end of this race?
I think we got a good chance to stay up there tonight. It's going to be I don't think there's going to be a lot of strategy to try to mix things up. So it's really going to be who can save tires and who can maintain track position, because it's about 22 on fuel, so you really can't short pit to try to gain any ground. Otherwise, you're not going to make it to the end. So I'm expecting a caution at some point to throw a wrench into things. So we'll see what it does. But number one pit stall should really help if we get a pit stop under yellow.
Yeah, all the fans and the broadcasting people are all rooting for chaos, so we're kind of hoping to get wrenches thrown into the system, because right now it looks like the way things are laid out, everything gets painted into a box and there's no real strategy, as you said. So we're hoping for that chaos. Hopefully something will come out and throw a wrench into it and let the chaos ensue.
I'm sure there will be something, whether it's a little bit of collusion or not. We'll see what happens.
Collusion! All right, buddy. Good luck to you starting on pole tonight.
Thank you very much.
Hayden Hull in the 67 Arc Music Ford Fusion. Starting on the front position, let's go ahead and get our starting lineup presented by Labor 12 underway. Waiting for the last few cars to get on track, including that Jeff Price fella. Jeff, if you're listening, get that 19 on track since you're starting third and need to be able to see your car to go through the starting lineup. Yeah. Come on, Jeff. Jeff, get on track. It worked. Hayden Lowell starting first in the 67 Arc Music Ford Fusion. Lucas Hoysa in the DuPont Labor 12 Chevy starts in the second position. Jeff Price, the Back Channel Productions Pontiac, starts in third. Cody Cleaver in the Miller Lite Dodge will start fourth. Dave Hoytsma, Labor 12 Pontiac, starts in fifth. Ethan Evers, the Cave RP Toyota, starts in sixth. Ian Montrose, the Duff Beer Chevy, starts seventh. Trent Sneed, Treon Technologies Chevrolet, starts in the eighth position. Andrew Beach, Side Pipes Pontiac, starts in ninth. Mike Edwards, Fort Worth Screen Printing Toyota, starts in 10th. Adam Crozier, the Spittin Venom Podcast Pontiac, starts 11th. Quinn Newton not showing up on track, so we don't have him out on track. Cliff Mullins in the Midnight Performance Pontiac starts 13th. Daniel Llewellyn, Labor 12 Pontiac, 14th. And EJ Johnson, the Honeybee Racing Toyota, starts in 15th. So 14 cars on track.
He took away my right to speak. I'll remember Thomas.
Okay, bye.
All right, guys. Good luck tonight, championship race. Myself, Lucas, even the champion.
I like how the radio just cut out when he said Mike Edwards.
Start on green. Leader has lane choice. Restart on the leader. Okay, good luck. Bye.
Okay, good luck. Bye. Pearl Girl, welcome. Thank you for the follow.
Someone mute his chat, please.
Pace car is off. We're set for 65 laps from California to determine a champion in the Spittin Venom ARCA series. Green flag's out in the air. Quinn Newton's team did not get that 88 Pontiac on track, so 14 cars take the green flag here. Hoytsman Hayden drive it into turn number 1. Lucas Hoytsman trying everything he can to keep Hayden pinched down here. Knows that if he lets Hayden get clear, Hayden will set sail on him. Lucas trying to do everything he can. Ford versus Chevy into turn 3. The Miller Lite Dodge looking on in third. They stay side by side for this lead. Make it through lap 1 clean. Hayden taking that short way around. Lucas trying to hold on to him, keep that nose alongside his back quarter panel. Push air onto that spoiler and try to keep him in touch.
Been on up in here, Dave. Thank you.
Lucas trying to keep Hayden pinned down. Hayden caught the apron a little bit. Cody Cleaver's closing in.
Sorry, that was a little close, Dave. My bad.
Remember, there's no bonus points.
Fucking flying.
No bonus points for those Championship 4 drivers, so at the end of the race, it's all about where they are positioned on track. So where they finish in the standings. So no laps led here. The other 10 drivers can still earn their bonus points as they fight for positioning against one another. This battle for the lead's been insane. Side by side since the drop of the green flag. 3 complete laps side by side. Hoytsman trying to get it power move on the outside. Leads that lap. See Cody Cleaver go way up the hill in the blue deuce.
Jeff, try your mic again, because I have things muted for a while.
Oh no, that broke.
Lucas almost has him clear, but almost is just not enough. As Hayden dives it back into one. May have him cleared. Slide up the track. Hoyts was going to try a crossover here. Now Lucas is on the inside. And Lucas is going to slide up the track, and Hayden's going to try the crossover. Oh my gosh. Entertaining battle for the lead. Now Hayden all the way down to the apron. Lucas trying to pull him back with the side draft. Hayden catches a bit of the grass there. He saw the dirt flying. Hayden has him clear. Hayden has to be saying, finally. Get to go into a corner, not side by side. Hoyts was trying to drive it back up underneath him and is successful in doing so. That is very talented. It is not easy to drive under someone off a turn 2 at California. Track looks insanely wide, but to be able to get the momentum and the run to do that. Now Hayden's going to hang on his quarter panel. Whoa! Lucas up the track to try and get corner entry. Got a little out of shape there. Lucas back to the lead. Hayden got a little bit more up the track than he meant to, I believe. That allows Cody Cleaver to stick his nose in there, but Hayden's going to get back to the inside of Hoyts going into 3. Going to try a crossover here. Hayden parks it on the bottom to force Hoytsman not to have the crossover. Lucas is going to try to get in there anyway. We are being treated to an entertaining championship fight here at the front of the field. Now Cleaver trying to stick that Miller Lite Dodge into the fight. Trenton Steed now up to 4th. You have Montrose 5th. Jeff Price trying to take over 6th from Ethan Evers. Hayden back to the inside into turn number 3. Now we go single file through the top 5.
Something I forgot to do. I was going to announce who won the paint scheme thingy for the themed races. Your winner of the themed races and the $20 that goes along with it is the one and only Andrew Beach of C2X.
Shenanigans?
I would have accepted Dave Hoytsmith simply because of the cow scheme, but
The cow scheme was pretty great.
the cow scheme gave me more serotonin than most things in this 6-month period.
Hayden finally leads an uncontested lap. Let's see if Lucas is able to get back at him in 3 here. Looks like he's trying to mount a charge. Oh, he hits the fence. That's not going to help. Battle for 3rd, Cleaver and Sneed. Sneed's gotten to the outside of Cleaver. And Trenton Sneed takes over 3rd. So Hayden Lowell starts to pull away. Took 10 laps longer than I thought it would, but there he goes. Montrose working over the outside of Cleaver. Those two teammates at Blockbuster Racing, the 1 and the 2. Ethan Evers to the outside of Cody Cleaver. Cleaver drifting back now. Trenton trying to work on second here. Trenton gets a good run off of turn number 2 there. Let's go on board his car.
Call me Chase Briscoe, but the way I cheat, still running dead last.
"12 laps complete. Evers in 4th. Championship drivers are 1, 2, 4, and 9. Mike Edwards back in the field. Just can't find the pace here at California. Riding on board 7th place, Ian Montrose looking ahead at 6th, Jeff Price. The 2 of Cody Cleaver, the Miller Lite Dodge. He is 5th. You see Ethan Evers, and then a gap to the top 3. Sun's starting to set, getting that sunset view through the palm trees on the backstretch. Green since we started. Hayden, Lucas Trenton, top 3. Ethan Evers, Cody Cleaver, Jeff Price, Dave Hoytsma, Ian Montrose, Mike Edwards, Cliff Mullins, Daniel Wallen, Andrew Beach, EJ Johnson, and Adam Kerjour in the 45. Lucas into the fence in 2nd place. I thought he might, so I went back to his car. Now he's angry. Let's watch Lucas. See if he catches the apron. He doesn't. Just got to the throttle a little early. And gets mad at himself and shakes the wheel down the stretch here. Trenton Sneed takes over 2nd. That is uncharacteristic of Hoytsman. Now Hayden Lowell has a car between him and his nearest competitor for the championship. Trenton Sneed now into that 2nd spot. See a lot of damage to the 8. Definitely tires burned up a bit. The car looks okay. At about 22 laps on fuel. And we had a report from the 26. He can only go 20 laps on fuel, so he may have to pit before everybody else. Could be in trouble if we don't get a caution as far as the 26 car is concerned. Now almost a full second over Trenton. Ethan Evers, and you have Dave Hoytsma getting by Cody Cleaver for 5th. Jeff Price trying to take over 6th. Cleaver down to 7th now. Looks like Dave's closing in on Ethan Evers. Right on board with Cleaver and watch this scramble. He looks inside Jeff Price. Cleaver gets back by. Price then drives it in hard on the outside. What happened to Mike? He just doesn't have speed at California. He struggled in practice, struggling in the race. He just doesn't have the speed here. Not in these cars anyway. There he is. EJ Johnson's hit pit road in the Honeybee Racing 91. It's the first of our competitors to hit pit road here. So Hayden, Trenton, Lucas, your top 3.
1-6 spin.
Here comes on lap 20 as expected. 26 car can't get the same fuel as even his teammate. Very weird situation that's been going on in that 26 camp this season. As soon as he loads in the session, his car has 2 laps less fuel than his own teammate.
He's gonna pit.
One pitting this time around.
He has removed it, Jake. He's had all kinds of issues this season with it. He's tried so many things, and it just
Pitting next time,
no matter what he does. These 2-mile type tracks, he's always a couple laps short of even Mike.
67 pitting this time, 67 pitting.
So the leader coming to pit road.
Anyone pitting?
Trenton Sneed out of 2nd coming down. Lucas in 3rd. Jeff Price 4th. It's like Mullins and Edwards stay out a lap. Just about everybody else coming up pit road. That's how tight this fuel window is. It was a 65 lap race and they could go 22 laps. So pretty much everyone will come next time that didn't come this time. That'd be Mullins, Edwards,
This
Beach,
time,
and
Michael.
Crowshore.
Pitting.
Here comes Mullins. Edwards nearly gets into the back of him. Edwards had way more speed than Mullins there coming to the line. Andrew Beach coming down pit road, and I'm sure Crowshore, there he is. That'll hand the lead back to Hayden, who has now a 2-second lead over Trenton Sneed. As they get out on track. Trenton has Lucas Heusmer right behind him. It's the perks of being the league admin. You get to put your best tracks championship race. There he is, way up here. Taking the race lead as he goes by the cars on pit road. Trenton retakes 2nd. Weitzman now 3rd. Price in 4th. Cleaver 5th. Complete our first cycle of green flag stops. EJ Johnson still sits on pit road. Wonder if he got up and into the wall somehow. Car doesn't look damaged. Maybe he just needed a bathroom break or something. It's 3.5 minutes sitting there on pit road. Hayden doing his favorite thing, stinking up the show. I don't think he would like that very much.
Sorry, Michael.
For sure.
You're good. I lost about 8 seconds on my pit.
Driving kind of slowly.
I thought something big happened because I heard the tires bark or something whenever I pulled in.
Mike Edwards' actual pit stop was 14 seconds, but yeah, he lost
Look, if you think you can run
8
them down?
seconds on pit road.
No.
See if we can see what happened to Michael Edwards on pit road. We saw what happened getting into pit road, but he indeed lost 8 seconds while on pit road. Maybe he missed his box. Oh, he came way too far to the left, had to back up. Still too far to the left, so he's going to back up, then pull back over. What a mess. That's Mike Edwards going for a championship. Can't have mistakes on pit road, especially on a race that doesn't seem like it's going to get a yellow. So Adam Krajor driving slow. He's back on pit road. Yeet! What up, Mav? 35 months in a row. What a badass. Aiden up over Trenton Sneed by 1.87 seconds. Then Lucas Hoytsma rides third. Jeff Price fourth. Ethan Evers fifth. Cody Cleaver. Dave Hoytsma. Ian Montrose. Cliff Mullins. Daniel O'Wallen. Your top 10. Then Mike Edwards trying to make up all that time he lost. Andrew Beach. And there is Crozier on pit road. Looked like he had a penalty to serve. 42 seconds in the box. You're going to give the ton tonight, but your girlfriend is asleep. Well, I'll tell you this, Mav. The way things are set up with Twitch now, if you really want to support your streamers, like gifting subs and all that sort of thing is great, but the bits themselves, you get way higher percentage as a streamer. So if you're trying to support your streamers, throw bits at them. I mean, subbing is amazing, don't get me wrong. But if you want to be like super generous donation kind of thing, the bits go a lot farther than a sub does. Because Twitch takes half of a sub, and they only take like, I forgot what the percentage is, but the bits is lower. You just rolled her off onto her face. That's funny, my friend. But yeah, if anyone that's not partnered, and now even the partners are seeing this, like, because you used to have such a better percentage as a partner on the subs, but Twitch has changed that, so even people that are partner are like, yeah, it's still better for bits. Wow, that's insane, Mav. That's about like a sub then. That's crazy. I mean, if you really want to, you could just hit my PayPal. I'm sure you have it. That's insane, though. I can't believe it's that bad now. Caution is out. We have our first caution of the race. I believe it's the 26th championship contender, Ethan Evers. See what happens to Ethan. Tags the apron a little bit there. Back end starts to come around. Does not save it. Had some right side damage already on the 26. Exactly, Jake. It used to be a lot like you just said. Like, it wasn't... That's crazy. I can't believe 5,000 for 98. That's absolutely absurd. So the 26 goes around, loops it right here around halfway. Back end came around on the 26. Well, I appreciate you wanting to, Bev. It's just, that's crazy. Don't give Twitch money. Fuck them. That's all I'm going to say. We'll leave it at that. Here comes the field to pit road. Hayden, Trenton, Lucas, Jeff Price, Cody Cleaver, Dave Hoytsma, Ian Montrose, Cliff Mullins, Ethan Evers, Daniel O'Wallen, Mike Edwards, Andrew Beach, all on pit road. Everybody on a lead lap in the top 12. Krajor Gets to get a lap back after that penalty. He went 2 laps down, now he's going to be 1. Everybody nice and neat into their box. We'll see who tries fuel only, who tries 2 tires, who tries 4. Looks like everybody's going for the 4 tires here. Hayden and Lucas 1 and 2. Cleaver, Montrose, Dave Hoisman, Cliff Mullins, Trenton Sneed, then Ethan Evers in the 26. Cave Cars struggling here at California. 9th and 10th. They're 2 championship competitors, 1st and 2nd. I'm. Just I'm. Crozures, he's caught up to the back of the field.
I'm genuinely perplexed how I got a unsafe pit entry there.
Pit entry, he says. Well, that was under green flag, I think. Mav! 74.35.
I'm gonna stay low, Jeff.
What an awesome donation. Appreciate you, Maverick. Holy crap.
Can I get a mic check? Oh, yay! Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. I'm staying low. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Thanks. I hate this.
What's...
Appreciate
I don't even know what the conversion is these days.
Sorry for the erratic driving. I was trying to figure it out.
It used to be close to 1-to-1. Drivers are having a field day out here.
What's the problem, Jeffy?
Jeff Price having some sort of issue. Yeah, well, that's about right then. It's not so Streamlabs-y then. Unless you're saying that was the Streamlabs conversion. Yeah, it's just the conversion. Appreciate you, my guy. Thanks for that awesome donation. Oh, it announced it as USD. I got you. I got you. I thought you were saying they like took a huge chunk out of it. Like, no, that shouldn't be. Should be good. Should be good. I appreciate you, my friend, though. That's hugely helpful right now because I've been not paid by some folks, and it's been stressful. I'll put it that way. It's been real stressful. I understand. Here we go, back racing. Hayden Lowell's chosen the top. Lucas Hoytsma on the inside line this time. They spent 10 laps on that initial start side by side. This time, a little different as Hayden jumps out to the lead. Hopefully you stay safe, my friends. Don't need to get caught up in some fires. See Ethan Evers making a move on Cliff Mullins as we keep waiting for Lucas Hoisman to have some kind of action for Hayden up front. And so far it's just Montrose closing in on him. Dave Hoisman, oh, it's Trenton Steed. Big bobble out of the 81. He's going to spin it into the grass. Down there, don't get yellows triggered, so Trenton. Daniel Llewellyn's had an issue. Oh, Daniel up and into the fence. Does he make contact with Beach? Or Jeff? No. Daniel just hits the wall on his own, comes off of it, then slides right back into it. Labor 12 Pontiac getting banged up there. Crozure makes a nice move not to run into him. So Sneed and Llewellyn both getting issues there at the beginning of the run. Those cars both on fresh tires. Now they're 11th and 12th. Llewellyn has right side damage. Trenton looked like he avoided damage. He just had so much time lost. Lost almost half a lap, really. Tough for Trenton running so good tonight. 35 down, 65 is the total, so 30 to go when we get to the stripe. Jeez, that's crazy, Mav. Keep your butt inside, breathing clean oxygen and such. Lucas is down under 2/10. Really in Hayden. While Dave Hoytsma is working to catch Ian Montrose for third. Both the Hoytsmas on the move. Top 2 in the championship. Top 2 in the race. Lucas Hoytsma, Hayden Lowell. 8 and 67. Cliff Mullins a little further back in 8th. Cody Cleaver 9th. Andrew Beach 10th. Holy crap, Mav. Mav with the 5 bomb there. Cody, Lucas, Tyler, William, and Travis all picking up gifted subs from my man, Mr. Maverick. Thank you for all your kindness, my friend. As Lucas is fighting in second, picking up a gifted sub. Mav, appreciate you, my guy. Hey, I'm glad I could be here for you, my friend. You always have my Discord if you need me. And this race has gotten really single file and spread out again. Poor Trenton. Trenton was all the way up to second. Then after that pit stop under the caution, Trenton got a little out of shape. Well, this brings back the opportunity for short pitting, so there could be some tire strategy to come into play here. Enjoy your hockey, Mav. Appreciate you as always, my friend. Lucas trying to give her battle to Hayden. After watching the 1987 championship race and then this race, I think we should just make a rule that a super speedway race should be the championship for every series. It's way more exciting. Way more exciting. Or at least not California. Let's get so spread out. Run a short track or something. Something dramatic. We're here for the entertainment. California is just not entertaining. Hayden trying to break the draft. You think this is an IndyCar? I think all it's doing is throwing Lucas off of his routine. Lucas is one of those line focus drivers. And as we saw in that first run, sometimes he loses his focus a little bit. That's when he got up into that wall. That could happen on a track like this where, I don't know, it's kind of boring. Daddy Dave in third. It's gotten by Ian Montrose. You have Ethan Evers fifth, Jeff Price in sixth, Cliff Mullins seventh, Mike Edwards eighth, Cody Cleaver ninth, Andrew Beach last car in the top 10. Daniel Wallen still out there on that damaged right front in 11th. Crozier the lap car behind him, then Trenton Sneed in 12th. There's Crozier between them. EJ Johnson's still on pit road. I think he's just hanging out watching the race at this point. That's what I'm saying. We need a caution. We just had one, but we need another one. Or another 2, another 4. However many it takes to make this dramatic. So Weissman's now a full half second behind. Dave Weissman riding there in the third spot. Great run for Dave. And Montrose, Ethan Evers, Jeff Price, and Cliff Mullins and Mike Edwards. Here is Ethan Evers coming to pit road. A little earlier than I thought we would see anyone. Even early for him. Comes down with 20 to go, brings Cody Cleaver with him. It's a little bit extreme on the short pit. You would think they would go another 2 to 3 laps if they were short pitting. Kind of break the run in half instead of going all the way. But they decided as soon as they could make it to the end, they are coming down. Cleaver and Evers on pit road. Now Huisma, here he comes. I thought he might try something. Here he comes. Lucas Huisma into the pits.
He about pulled a me.
So second place in the championship race and in the main event has come to pit road. Lucas brings his DuPont Chevy to the attention of the Rainbow Warriors. Going to get 4 tires and fuel on the 8 machine. I'm sure Hayden is going to start thinking about coming, or he'll have to wait another 4 laps, see how he decides to play it. He'll probably want to have a bigger advantage on tires when he comes back out. That way he can maybe pass Lucas with a little more ease. Hayden's best lap was a 50.6, his last lap a 41.7. So that's the difference in the tires, a little over a second fall off in that 17 laps that he's been out there. Hayden stays out another lap. See who comes down though. Cliff Mullins and Cody Cleaver sliding it on the pit road. Going to make contact. Push Cliff Mullins on to pit road. 12 car losing it on the pit road. That could be a caution later if Cliff Mullins decides to do Cliff Mullins things. Cliff takes that fast repair. I'm sure Cleaver will as well. Cleaver already a lap down. This is his second time down pit road this cycle. No fast repair on the 2. Hayden stays out another lap. There's the gap back to the lap machine of Hoytsma. Important to note, Hoytsma did lose that lead lap. So if the yellow came out now, he'd have to start at the tail end of the field as the wave around. But if he can get in front of Hayden and the yellow comes out,
Tanner, I think you should be reminded from time to time that you're one of the few people on this team who's not a booger-eating moron.
Hoytsma to the inside of Hayden. He'll get back on the lead lap here. What up, Tanner? That was really loud. So still to pit, Edwards, Montrose, and Lowell. On pit road, Dave Hoytsma and Jeff Price. Pitting out of the top 5. Then Daniel Llewellyn and Trenton Sneed, who had issues on the last restart.
67 pitting, 67 pitting.
Now that Hayden no longer has Lucas a lap down, he's coming to pit road. Lucas should beat Hayden off pit road here. Hayden's going to have, what, 3 lap fresher tires than Lucas? Maybe 4 by the time it cycles around. Ian Montrose takes over the race lead, leads a lap in the 1. He does get the bonus points since he's not in that Champ 4. Mike Edwards, maybe trying to run the tank completely dry. See if he can catch someone off the lead lap. Not sure what his strategy is at this point. His teammate Ethan Evers was one of the first cars to pit. He's currently riding in 8th. Ahead of him, Lucas Hoytsma and Hayden Lowell. And 5 cars that haven't pit yet. Montrose said he's coming this time. Mike Edwards, Andrew Beach, Daniel Llewellyn, and Trenton Sneed. Jeff Price is in the wall in the 19 on the front stretch. Caution comes out as Jeff Price spears the wall. Let's go back and see what happens to Price. See him on the inside of Dave Hoytsma. A lot like Ethan Evers, the back end comes around. And Ethan spun it to the inside. Price tried to save it, turns into the outside.
Hook left or right.
Second car today we've seen spin out of 4. So that's interesting. Mike Edwards, Andrew Beach, Danny Wall, and Trenton Sneed, top 4, haven't pit yet. They'll come down under yellow and pit. We'll see what Hoytsma, Montrose, Evers, Hayden Lowell decide to do. Lucas is kind of in a bad spot here now. Everyone gets to catch right up to him and have fresher tires. Except for Ethan Evers, unless Ethan comes to pit road as well. So here comes the top 4 that haven't pit yet. Now watch what background, see who else comes. Lucas stays out. Montrose. He'll stay out. Hayden stays out. Ethan's coming to pit road. Well, this throws a wrench into it a little bit. Hoytsman's out front. Hayden has 5 lap fresher tires. Montrose 6 lap fresher tires in second. This changes everything. Mike Edwards will come off pit road 4th with brand new tires. But he hasn't had speed the entire time he's been in California. Andrew Beach will be 5th. Trenton Sneed 6th, back in the game. Daniel Wallen got that fast repair. The right front looking nice and tidy now. He'll be 7th. Ethan Evers, he'll roll off 8th. It's like Daddy Dave got the lucky dog. So I think he'll have to drop back behind Ethan for the restart. Cliff Mullins taking away rounds, as is Jeff Price. And currently 2 laps down. Adam Kerjor will go to 1 lap down. Cody Cleaver still sits on pit road. EJ Johnson is finally done with his service. 28-minute pit stop. Johnson back out on track. 35 laps down. So Hayden Lowell finds himself 3rd, farthest back he's been outside of the pit cycle.
Stay on top. Sorry, wait.
Weitzman to the top. Edwards have a little right front damage. His hood looks a little pinched in. I think he does. I think
Hey,
there's
DT.
right front damage on the
What do you
14.
think? Question mark?
If you missed the pre-race show, we were joking about giving Andrew a free paint if he wrecks Hayden. Finds himself right behind Hayden now. We also told him 2 free paints if somehow the 26 wins the championship. Of course, these are jokes for legal reasons. Lights are out on the pace car as we work down the backstretch here at Auto Club Speedway in California. Get to the stripe. Will be 10 laps to go to determine who's going to win our championship between the 8 of Lucas Hoisma, the 14 of Mike Edwards, the 26 of Ethan Evers, and the 67 of Hayden Lowell, listing them numerically. Practice speeds, it would be 67 of Hayden Lowell, the 8 of Lucas Hoisma, the 14 of Mike Edwards, and then the 26 of Ethan Evers. I might have the 14 and 26 backwards. Close enough. So Lucas has chosen top, gets to determine when this restart comes. He goes early. Green flag out in the air. Back underway with 10 to go. Ian Montrose gets down in front of Hayden.
On the yellow.
Trying to hold Hayden back. Hayden just so much speed, I don't think it's going to matter that much as the one car drifts up towards the outside wall. He's going to have to lift coming off the corner. Hayden should have him down the backstretch here. Montrose somehow held that pedal down. Currently in front of Hayden as the 8 catches the wall on the entrance of the corner. Hayden once again behind Montrose. Mike Edwards again the freshest tires, but only by a lap. His cars were pitting during that yellow. Montrose trying to get some speed way up by the wall. Hayden Lowell not able to get around him. Oh, Llewellyn and Mullins nearly made contact there, 8th and 9th place. So we watch this 3-car battle for the lead. Ethan Evers getting by Trenton Steed there, taking over the 5th spot. 8 laps to go. Ethan gets by Mike Edwards, takes over 4th. Hayden, I think, is going to have Montrose here. And there it is, Hayden Lowell up to 2nd. Montrose back to his inside. Hoytsmith then goes down to pull Montrose a little further along. Oh my gosh, it's getting very close between Hoytsma and the 67 of Hayden. Montrose briefly gets to the lead there as he took the short way around. Hayden finally gets by Montrose. Now he can take any lane he wants to try and get by Lucas here. Remember, 5-lap difference on tires here. Here goes Hayden making his move to the inside. Battle for the lead, battle for the championship on the line here. I think Hayden's going to have him clear coming off the corner. Hayden Lowell to the lead, right where he was before the yellow came out, then immediately to the bottom.
Nice.
It's the one car saying, "You guys are so nice." Hoytsman probably wishing Montrose wasn't down there on the bottom. Ethan Evers is closing in on this battle. that one would be a championship contender. Hoytsma gets to the inside of Hayden Lowell. The 8 car fighting back. He's going to try to come up the track in front of Hayden. Hayden's going to try that crossover. Lucas is going to have to park it on the bottom to try and prevent that next. Montrose to the outside of the 8. We've seen Hayden do that before when he does the crossover. He parks it on the bottom to keep the crossover from happening. As Montrose now takes over second. Ethan Evers trying to get by the 8 of Lucas Hoytsma. He's fighting for a championship. So we're now 5 laps to go. Montrose right on the back of Hayden Lowell. Gets to the inside. Montrose wants to get this race win. He's fighting hard in the 1 Duff Beer Chevy. Not quite able to get alongside Montrose. Andrew Beach lets the 8 of Lucas Hoytsma get up. Laps winding down. Hayden's starting to get away.
Let's go. My tires are dead. It's not worth it.
Lucas says his tires are dead. Let's see if Ethan Evers still has any tire left. He's trying to push the 1 in Montrose back up to 67 of Hayden. Get some air on the nose of the 26. He's going to get inside the 1 of Montrose. Can Ethan Evers give Hayden any kind of fight here? 2.5 laps remaining. Evers clears the 1 of Montrose. Montrose immediately with the crossover back to the inside of the 26. Hayden offering draft to the 1 to try and keep him alongside the 26. Uh-oh. Lucas Hoytsma's around and the yellow comes out with 2 to go. Lucas Hoytsma in the 8 goes around. Now we have drama. See what happens to Lucas here. Looks like he got up.
Did it net turn me or something?
Looks like he got up near the wall and it came around. I think he catches the wall and it gets the 8 out of shape. I've seen him hit the wall in corner entry before. Looks like the back end came around going into 1. He's behind Andrew Beach and Mike Edwards. Kind of turned it in sharp on corner entry. The back end came around. He had to correct it, and by the time he did, the car came around completely. Well, it doesn't look good for Lucas Hoytsma. Is Hayden Lowell, Ethan Evers, 14 Edwards in 5th. They have Montrose and Beach 3rd and 4th. Trenton Sneed 6th. Daniel Lawal in 7th. Dave Hoytsma 8th. Cliff Mullins in 9th. Quite a few come into pit road. Andrew Beach, Mike Edwards, Daniel Lawallen, Dave Hoytsma has got some right front damage on that 79. And Cliff Mullins all hitting pit road. Those that stay out.
High.
Hayden Lowell, Ethan Evers, Montrose, and Sneed. Drama building. Hayden Lowell leads the championship. Ethan Evers trying to take it away in 2nd. Mike Edwards, the last remaining playoff contender, comes down and gets fresh tires. He has right front damage on the 14 though. I think that's been holding them back some. Very aerodynamic track. Drama, drama, drama. Well, it's gotten dramatic.
Oh, hi, Swiss. How's it going?
It's going interesting. How is it for you?
I'm. I've got no clue what's gonna happen here. I kind of felt like, without mistakes, I kind of had it there, and then the caution came out, and I kind of knew no matter what I do here, a lot of people were gonna do the opposite. So I got to hold them off on a green-white checker. Ethan's just as quick as me right now, I think, before the tires fell off, and Michael's got new tires, so it's oh boy, this is gonna be something.
If it makes you feel any better, Mikey has damage.
Okay.
His
I
right
thought-
front torn up.
I think the tires are going to overcome that at this point because we had 10 or so laps on those tires, maybe 8.
It's only a
So
second
it's gonna
fall off
be-
after 17, though. So,
Well,
and damage is usually about 2 seconds. So I don't think
Ethan's
it's
really
overcome it.
holding me up here. He's playing some games, and I applaud it. So
I'm a fan. It's entertaining.
It's going to be a 69 lap race. Nice.
Nice.
The season opener was 69 laps, so I think this would be an appropriate way to end.
It would be.
Whoever wins it is more than absolutely deserving because this has been a really fun race.
It's hand 4. All right, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much, Swiss.
Ethan, as you see, pinching him up in that high lane. It's funny. And you have Montrose behind Evers. So it's the Arc Music Ford Fusion and the 2 Cave RP machines going for a title. Ethan once again holding Trenton up to that high side. Two-lap shootout. Green-white checker finish here. Pace car heads off, and here we go. Hayden Lowell gets a great jump. Trenton Sneed following him through. He's
That
going to
was
get in
fucking early start.
front of Ethan Evers.
All night long. Fucking chicken shit start.
Cliff Mullins not very happy with that start. Or is that Daniel Owala? Can't tell. They sound similar. Hayden just wants to see that white flag in the air. Then no more wrecks can slow him down. Edwards and Beach make contact. They make contact with Mullins.
Sorry about that.
White flag is out. We are heading back to the final flag of the race. All the way to the line. Yellow won't come out, so Hayden, Trenton Sneed, and Ethan Evers. Mike Edwards' tires just not being a factor. All that right front damage, he's just not going anywhere. Neither are any of the cars that took tires, really. Top 4 from the staying out are still the top 4. Ethan Evers falls to 3rd. Someone's spinning. Looks like Mike Edwards just spun out in the 14. Hayden Lowell is going to come off turn 4.
Home free championship. Hell yes.
Apparently Hayden's on C2X now. Who knew?
Yeah. The chicken shit restart.
Damn, trying to wreck me after you adored yourself into me, baby? Come on now. I'll throw Michael again. I apologize. The wheel got loose on corner exit there. That was not intentional.
So good, baby. I gave you a bit of love.
See what happens to
Bit of love. It
Edwards.
was a great job. It was a great
Cliff
race.
gets into
That's what it
Mikey.
was. You're number 1.
Yikes. Oh my gosh.
I know which finger you used to call me number 1.
Hayden picks up a title. Gets dumped. EJ Johnson congratulates him with the wall. You can get the top 3 to the waiting room. Ethan Evers, Trenton Sneed, Hayden Lowell, plus any of the Championship 4 that want to have a chat. Come on in.
I like that we started that at the same time. That was really beautiful.
That was a work of art.
Still human centipede.
Oh God, no.
That's hot.
Hayden, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Swiss.
Well, sir, we bring home the championship after that green-white checker finish that really was no drama at all. It just set up an exciting moment or two, I guess. But as everyone expected, you win the championship, and yeah, it just made it a little more interesting, I think.
Yeah, those cautions definitely made everything interesting. Really made me. I mean, I was working for it the whole night. Lucas, the initial start, Lucas was right there. Lucas was there on that lap 30. What was it, 33 restart, and he kept me honest all night long. And I'm not sure what happened with him, but I hate it for him that he wasn't able to race me for it. And Michael and everyone on tires behind me had me worried too. And Trent was telling me that he's going to try to win the race. And yeah, it was definitely worked for it tonight.
Yeah, tires were nothing because the top four that stayed out all finished the top four.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me. I really expected tires to be a bigger deal tonight, but they, for whatever reason, I don't know if it was the track state, the temperature, or whatever it was. Maybe just a harder ARCA tire that it didn't really come into effect as much as I had thought, and I had hoped it would, because I was looking at championship tracks and I was like, well, what's multiple grooves? What eats tires? What's a driver's track? And
Not here.
what looks cool? And yeah, I'm disappointed in it, honestly. I really thought it was going to eat tires more, but
Nope, boring track.
yeah, we'll fix that up next season. We'll go to some place, maybe we'll throw it at like some random like free trip, maybe like USA. How's that?
Homestead.
USA championship race.
Homestead, like it used to be.
It's on the radar. We'll see what it brings. But glad to get a second championship this season, ARCA and Xfinity. Thank you to can I do my friends, family, and sponsor shout outs?
No, it's too early.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to say good job running the series this season. It was well put together, and yeah, we live and learn. Now we know Auto Club not good for championships.
Yeah, we won't be running this one again as a championship race. That's
At least not in ARCA.
sure.
I mean, it's fun in some vehicles. ARCA apparently not so much.
I think higher horsepower probably would have helped.
Yeah,
Maybe like
yeah.
a
And that would
a
wear the
next
tires
gen
out.
and Xfinity. Yeah,
100%.
be putting more stress in them. So
Now we know.
live and learn.
Congrats.
Well,
Congrats on that championship, and now you can do the friends, family, and sponsor shoutouts.
thank you to Arc Music, Napa Auto Parts, Madigan Motorsports, C2X Motorsports as well now, and you Swiss for putting on these broadcasts. Thank you to Ford for letting me throw a decal on their race car, even though I've never talked to them whatsoever.
And it's a Chevy.
The chassis is a Chevy. The motor underneath there is definitely a Ford.
The body is a Chevy. That's the important part.
Would not have won this championship without Ford Performance Power. So thank you to Cliff and everyone over there at Spittin Venom for stepping up and sponsoring the series on short notice. It's very much appreciated. We'll see what goes on next season, and I'm looking forward to being back if you'll have me.
TM4, congrats once again, and yeah, hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next season, my friend.
Thank you very much, Swiss.
Kick Hayden out. Let's see, Trenton. Bring Trenton in. Hi, Trenton.
Hello.
How the hell did you finish second?
Oh no, but I really, really, really would have liked one more.
One more caution? One more race?
No, one more spot.
Yeah, winning would be fun, but, still finish second after being 12th and way out in left field for a while.
Yeah, I almost called it a night. I don't fully remember why the yellow came out, but I was getting ready to come down pit road and just kind of parking it, and all of a sudden it said yellow flags, and I was like, oh, well, holy shit, okay. I guess I have a chance. And then I look at my field, I'm like, oh god, I was just about sputtering on pit road.
Yep. That restart was kind of crazy, and then yeah, you got I don't know, it looked like out of four, you and like two other cars just kind of lost the back end going through four. It was very strange. What did you feel behind the wheel?
On new tires, it got free. Similar situation that happened to me in the street stocks last night. It got free. I kind of kick it to the right, and it just kept kind of going left. I'm just like, oh, well, shit. I thought I had it saved on the apron, get the wheel straight, and it still wanted to go. I was kind of caught in a death wiggle that got me going in the grass, and I was like, well, that's great. Easily thought I had a top 2 car and maybe top 1 car. The gap didn't really get too big between me and Hayden before that incident happened, and it was just kind of mixed bag from there.
And yet you come back all the way to second again, so kind of where you deserve to be in the top 2. And yeah, this friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
Thanks C2X. Congrats to Hayden on the dub and the championship. Congrats to the other of the Final 4 drivers on that, or the next last restart. I kind of gave it all I had, and then I think it was Ethan and Michael. They kind of got back, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to back off. I do not want to be that guy that ends up wrecking the leaders. And I told Andrew, if you think you have it, go for it. But for the love of God, if not, don't kill them. Just kind of fall back with me. And he sort of did. And after I got single file, I just kind of got behind Michael and tried to just draft him up there so they'd all have a, I guess, even shot. And then I don't know what happened to Lucas. I'm horrified that I somehow netcode wrecked him. I never got.
Didn't.
Okay. I never got 0x. I just cut to the inside, and all of a sudden I hear tire skid, and he's in the fence. I'm like, oh dear Jesus, what did I just do?
And he cut it really sharp to the left on corner entry, and the back end came around when he did that.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel a little better. I was scared to death that because my internet's been almost atrocious. I thought somehow I net coded him, but
Nope.
Yeah. I think I got called a piece of shit on the final restart. I don't know why. Wasn't exactly blocking for Hayden. I feel like I made that evident. I drove my ass off because I'm sick and tired of finishing second. But alas, I straight told Hayden, I'll go with you, but if they get side by side with me, I'm not wrecking myself and them. It's up to you at that point. But I gave it one last sin in the 3, and I thought for a second I had a chance because the gap was closing, and then he was able to put the power down on the outside, and it was like, well, valid attempt. At least we didn't die.
That's that.
But,
all right,
yeah.
bud. Congrats on that P2. You got the friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us?
Yeah, thank you for broadcasting. Once again, C2X, Beach, Jeff, technically Hayden. It's still, I thought it was confirmed, but evidently not. Hayden's still, I guess, a satellite organization that's faster than the main team, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, Jeff, Beach, Adam Crozier, everyone that's joined in the Discord, Cliff. Yeah. Thank you for broadcasting. Tree and Technologies, Need Tombstone Game Farm, STC Imperium Racing, and VCR Sim Products, and just my family.
Beautiful. Congrats on the P2 run tonight.
One last thing. Once again, I really wish it had been one extra spot ahead, but since it was supposed to be ran last week, I didn't change my paint scheme. Ran the American flag theme for Memorial Day, and didn't lose them in a war, but we lost them a couple years ago to COVID. Pawpaw is riding on where the front banner for the series is supposed to be. We miss him a ton, and I was really, really freaking hoping I could get this one for him, but alas, wasn't meant to be.
Well, still a valiant effort, and congrats on that P2 finish tonight, and we appreciate you, my friend, and we'll see you back next season.
Yeet.
Yeet. Trenton Sneed brings it home P2. Now we'll go bring in the driver of the 26, Ethan Evers. Ethan, DG, you got a copy?
Oh, hello.
Hello. Well, sir, you gave it a fight. You came up just a couple spots short there for the championship. Still a solid P3 effort tonight. You got any thoughts on the race overall?
Lost talent at one point and spun it out. Learned how to drive that corner pretty quickly, you know. I think I would have had something for Hayden before the last caution come out, because I was gaining on him in 1 and 2. We were probably pretty even in 3 and 4, but yeah, just terrible on restarts. You know how it is when the guy gets to stardom, so
yep,
you can get out there pretty quick. But yeah, I think I was a little better than him in 1 and 2. Getting to pass him and catching him are two different things. So I would have probably had to put the bumper to him, which would have been a weird decision to make, you know.
It would have been awkward to have to make it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to win it that way, but you know, I wouldn't have stopped it maybe.
All right, bud. Well, you got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us?
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank you for allowing me to drive this 26 for as long as I have. I appreciate you and Mike allowing me on the team as much, and Mike winning all the races, and I get nothing, you know.
Do you want a couple?
Yeah, got a couple in there, but yeah, I know how much that 26 means to you, so tried to do the best I could tonight, and I gave it all I had. Um, Thanks to our sponsors, Cave RP, Fort Worth Screen Printing, Maribel's Mobile Detailing, and Outrun Esports, Labor 12, and I think that's all of them.
Elite.
Elite, yep. I
There
always
you go.
forget them sometimes.
It happens. All right, bud. Congrats on that finish. And you want to tell everybody what you're doing next season, or you're gonna wait?
We're gonna wait. The guys that I haven't told their team yet that they're leaving, and let them do their honors before I announce anything crazy. But
I mean, you
everyone
just kind
will
of
know.
half-announced it, but you know.
Well, people don't know who they are. You know what I mean? So
Yes, but
could be
now
anybody.
everyone can figure out that you're starting your own team next season.
Yep.
That's the part I'm
But
talking about.
we'll still be a DG Racing associate. If anyone drives the 26, we
Satellite
will
team.
still help you. So, yeah, don't be worried. We're still a DG supporter.
10-4, buddy. Well, congrats on the strong season, getting to that Final Four. Made me proud doing all that good stuff and doing it the right way, you know.
Yeah, before I forget, let me shout out the family that's been watching too. My dad and my cousins have been surprising me watching every now and then, and they knew I was going for a championship tonight, so I'm sure they all tuned in, and I appreciate that a lot.
10-4, family is important. All right, bud. Congrats on the strong season. We'll see you next season.
All right, man, appreciate it.
Let Ethan Evers get out of here, finishing P3 tonight, second in the championship. Looks like Mike Edwards will finish third in the championship with his 9th place finish, and then Lucas Huisma will be fourth in his 11th place finish. So that is our championship 4 and where they end up in their final results. Now look at our race results. We have Hayden Lowell with the win, Trenton Sneed, Ethan Evers, Montrose Beach, Llewellyn, Kershaw, Mullins, Edwards, and Huisma of the day variety in the top 10. 11 through 14, Huisma, Price, Cleaver, and Johnson. The 88 Newton never did get that car on track, so that team won't get credit for being here tonight, unfortunately. And that does it for our Season 8 of Sidewinder as a whole. The whole season's done. That was a whole lot of racing. 9 different leagues, 15 races apiece. And we have finished out Season 8 of Sidewinder. Season 9 will be in about 2 months' time. So we'll take some time off here, get a little burnout shooken out of our system, and then we will fire up those recruiting races, get everything all worked out, ironed out, get people in places, and open up sponsorship opportunities, and then we'll be full swing into Season 9. Can't believe we're already on 9. Crazy how this started with just one ARCA League 8 seasons ago. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you as always. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors, the Spittin Venom Podcast, Cave RP, Fort Worth Screen Printing, Race 22, I think I got them all. If I missed any, you can yell at me later. Appreciate everyone for being part of this community. It's awesome to see everyone come together and put all this stuff together and work together, be a community. Even if we get really mad at each other when we wreck our $12 race cars sometimes, it's still an awesome place to be, and that's just the competitive side coming out in everybody. And usually a little bit later, everyone's all chill, buddy, and ready to go back to racing again. So it's a lot of fun to be a part of, and I appreciate all of you helping it be what it is. That said, please leave a like and subscribe if you're over on the YouTubes. We'd appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and see you in Season 9. Have a great off season.